Hello, Mr. Thomas.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
Fine, and you?
I'm well. I'm well. How are your projects going? Have you been trading?
Yeah, something.
Okay, so what happened with the trading then? Fill me in.
I'm still watching. The money's still there.
Okay. Okay, so you're observing first. That's probably a good idea. And what observations have you made during the past week?
It's muchly goes up. So I think it's good to sell for this week.
And so you're preparing your position by observation. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
What kind of news events have you seen this week that could be stimulating the trading?
There is something like war that starts right now. Maybe it can take the price lower stage. So I can lose a little bit money.
So yeah, positioning is going to be important. And have you been looking at any other markets, or really just looking at the ether market?
Actually, I'm only looking for Ethereum for now.
Yeah. So in the next few weeks, then you're looking to get your position. Very good. This is a bit more long-term project. So, well, maybe medium-term is the right word. So what else have you been up to since we last spoke?
I've seen a little bit for Ethereum. That's another tutor sent me. I watch it. I watch a Bitcoin video, and on the other hand, I look around on TradingView, so I see how other coins there is, and on the other hand, I have started looking for news this week.
Okay. And what did you learn about Bitcoin from the video? If you had to summarize that video, what would you tell me?
I remember that the founder of it have been missing, and there is some how could I say it? Your own bank and your own money that's for yourself. You can personalize it, if I'm not false. And
on the other hand, if I'm not false, what do you mean by if I'm not false?
Like, I can be correct or I can be false either.
It's you can be correct or you can be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just be careful of the translation there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, do you think it's unusual that we cannot find Satoshi Nakamoto? Do you not think that's a little bit unusual that this person who created the technology has vanished?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe yes, but maybe no. Like, he can be killed by someone that don't want his how could I say? A second, please. I forgot the word.
Okay.
Maybe they don't want his success, so they've killed him. Or well, he's going somewhere and he have been missed, and because of there isn't any food or something, he's could be dead at there, or they can take him an island that nobody cares about, and he's still living at there or something maybe.
It's interesting. A lot of inventors, there are conspiracy theories about their deaths and the reasons that they go missing. I'm not sure that this one in particular has been removed in this way. It seems more likely that this is a pseudonym. Do you know what a pseudonym is?
Yes.
And so to me, it seems more likely that it's a pseudonym for someone who wants to keep their identity secret.
I don't know.
So you believe that it's probably this more nefarious situation?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is typical of a lot of these situations, or is it specifically this one that gives you that sense?
I don't think so. I don't think that's much about.
Okay. So then this creator has disappeared. They have a Bitcoin wallet that is extremely valuable, but several other people have lost their Bitcoin access phrases. And so they've lost access to a lot of money. What do you think about that situation? Do you think it's fair that they cannot access their money now they've lost these phrases, or do you think there should be some solution to this?
Actually, there can be some solution for it.
What can the solution be?
I don't think I can't think anything right now, but I believe that it can be like there is something like 8 billion people on the earth. There must be a situation on one of them.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because that's a very reasonable way of thinking, that the mathematics of Bitcoin means that it cannot be broken, it cannot be transferred without these codes, and these codes are issued only once, so we cannot actually break in and collect the codes again. This is the trouble and the strength of Bitcoin. The strength of Bitcoin is that this encryption is what keeps it so secure, which is why it's so valuable. But the negative part of it, of course, is that if you lose something, you can't retrieve it. The only tool that we have on the planet that is capable of breaking this encryption is actually the quantum computers that are held by CERN and by Google. And so these computers are capable of doing enough permutations and computations across infinite possibilities to actually break it. But again, the application of those technologies is going to be quite sparse. It's not going to be something that everybody can have access to. So maybe one person who works for CERN could, but legally they would not actually be allowed to do it as well.
Oh, I got it.
It seems like you have a lot of optimism, though, as to what 8 million people can do. What do you think would be some interesting developments for the next 10 years, then, if you're thinking about future and things that people may discover or develop in the next 10 years?
Actually, let me think. Mm, what could it be? Maybe flying homes or something.
Flying homes?
Yes.
Why would we develop a flying home? Tell me, what would be interesting about a flying home?
I'm at the fourth flat at my home. It's the fourth flat that I am living at, and like the place that I want to go is Mardin, and if I can go there with my home, it's be probably perfect.
So you would like to be able to transport your home with you. You would like it to go with you where you want to go rather than building a new home.
Yeah, it's can like there you can put like something like 4 engines at home, and you when you power them, they can take whatever you want.
Interesting. In some ways, I see the merits of this because it would mean that you don't need to build so many buildings. You know, countries don't need to build so many buildings. But the downside is that maybe the cost of transporting it is more expensive and more consuming of resources than simply building another building.
Yeah, actually. Correct.
There's two sides to it. Of course.
Yes.
Do you think that flying buildings could be replicated by modular buildings, or the type of buildings we could put on a truck and transport easily using a truck?
Actually, transporting with a truck is even easier than creating a rocket home.
Well, that was what I was thinking. So maybe that would be a better solution because it's a bit easier.
Yeah.
And so this is the fourth apartment that you've lived in?
Yes.
Okay, so of the 3 apartments, which one would you like to live in the most?
I think this one.
Okay, so what was the upgrade from the second one to this one? What makes this one the more attractive apartment?
Actually, neighbors, I think, because neighbors at there is more positive than before.
Okay, so the neighbors, yeah? A bit more friendly,
Yes.
a bit more polite, yeah? It can be quite difficult when we live in a big building to find good neighbors.
Yeah.
So you're quite lucky.
Yes, thanks.
Maybe this will be part of the next set of problems to solve, is actually the social problems rather than technology problems.
Yeah, it's cool actually, you're correct.
There's a lot of these technology problems are actually very interesting or very useful, but if we don't have a good society environment to deploy them in, then we don't have a world in which we can see them become a reality.
Yeah. You're correct, actually.
So what social problems do you think would be important to work on for the next 5 or 10 years?
And like now, so many people are starting to use computers and phones so much, and like because of there are so many people like that, there is so many they must be more than doctors for how could I say it? How's that? 1 second, please. What's it called actually? More dependent persons for technology, so they must be dependent doctors for them. It's like sickness, because I have some friends like that. That's when they're at home, they're starting playing games from start to the end of the day, and they only go in toilet and eating their meal and still playing, and they're sleeping at school, so it's gonna be a difficult problem at the future, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the reward for being a doctor or any sort of high quality profession is only to receive a lot of stress, a lot of discomfort, is not to be paid fairly, is not to have enough of your colleagues because the government does not provide the funding and the private hospitals are the only place people can get quality healthcare, then of course the number of doctors will reduce and people will look to alternative escapism. I think a lot of people will generally try to escape from reality more and more. In fact, some people are even suggesting that we already have reached the matrix. We are already in the matrix, just outside of our bodies. People are using their phones and computers to talk instead of talking in real life. They post pictures of food and look at pictures of food instead of making real food.
You're correct. I remember that we have Ramadan, that as you know. I know that when I am a kid, I'm looking for the meal photos, so my hunger is getting away from me. Yeah, so I can get. I don't need to eat anything until the night. You're correct. So.
And so then, would you choose to live in the matrix if you were given a choice? You can live in the matrix, or you can live in the real world. What would you rather do?
Actually, the matrix, I don't know how it look like. There is some videos that I've seen, like you can do whatever you want at there, but I think the real world is better because you need to do something for your future, and you need to work harder every time. So I choose the real world.
Yeah, the more and more we have to work, the less and less we have time for ourselves, for our quality of life. So I can see why people try to run to escape from it. And we should really maybe reward people better for their hard work, so they feel that there's a reason to work hard and to enjoy the hard work.
Yeah.
And I think this is where we look at the distribution of resources, it's quite clear that a lot of people are under-resourced. Perhaps you've noticed this studying in school in Turkey, that your school is a good school and has
Yeah.
these very interesting project-based learning systems, but many other schools are perhaps under-resourced.
Yeah, you're correct. On the other hand, I don't remember that I have asked you these 3 lessons. How was your day and week?
It's been good. It's been good, very peaceful at this time of year. It's a nice, quiet time of year. Had a little bit of rest and some good sleep, which is important because it's going to be a busy year again.
Oh. How many students are you getting in a day?
Good question. Between 16 and 30, approximately 16 to 30 students every day. Yeah, it depends.
Are they
go on.
each of them is half hours or something?
Well, that's what it depends. Most of them are 30 minutes or 60 minutes. So if I have 16 hours, then it's 16. But if I have 30-minute students, then it can easily be 30 people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard, actually.
Well, yeah, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot when it's 30 people and it's 30 different people each day. You know, that's like 150 a week to maybe even 180 people a week. It's a lot of people, and they're all different. Some of them are coming back regularly, like you, of course, maybe about 50 or 60 people who are regulars, but the rest of them, they're all different people who come maybe once every couple of weeks because they have different study schedules or totally new people. So yeah, it can be quite a lot of work to keep up with.
Yeah. And
so I was going to ask you another question about the social issues part. In Turkey, there's a lot of talk about politicians as being a problem and the cause of many problems. What do people do to help their neighbors and their friends to live better lives in Turkey? How do people help each other to live better lives together?
Our neighbors are taking us meals at plates. They're mostly we are taking them to them with full of food again, and it's the neighborhood. It's the friendliest parts between us, and we are doing something like camping or something at the garden of our apartment, and we are chatting on WhatsApp Messenger or another. We can chat at homes as well. Like they're came as the what's the name of it? I forgot the name. As a guest, and we can talk at home as well.
Mhm.
And that's all. It's much like that.
I see. And so when it comes to solving cooperation to make businesses that could be very helpful in the community and things, people are less involved, but they're very involved on a personal level.
Yeah.
Is the reason that they don't pursue sort of community businesses just a lack of financial resources, or is it generally that people don't cooperate well in business?
Actually, it's because of they like each other.
I see. I see. And so then there's a lot of challenges that aren't solvable within 5 years, 10 years. They're sometimes a full 100 years to solve a problem. How do we keep an idea going for that long? How do we keep developing and growing the research for that? That's a question for you to think about between now and next time we talk. How to keep research going for longer than just 10 years or 15 years, because an idea can disappear in a day, but to get a long-term result is a lot more hard work.
You're correct.
So we'll come back to that next time. But it was good to see you again today, and thank you for our conversation. I hope that next time we speak, maybe we'll have some updates on the Ethereum progress as well.
Thanks.
Okay, so we'll be seeing you again soon then.
See you soon, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye for now.